This is Talk Business and Politics with Roby Brock.
Welcome to today's Talk Business and Politics Daily. I'm Roby Brock. I am joined by Wes Brown. He's a senior analyst for Talk Business and Politics. He has been doing a lot of research in a very professional way on medical marijuana and what's happening with the state of Arkansas, because it's a pretty interesting and revolutionary time in Arkansas.
Yeah, beginning at the end of this week on June 30th, we're going to see the first applications for the medical marijuana cultivation facilities come in. The state has the law regulations say that we could have up to 5 of these cultivation facilities, 32 dispensaries. So we're going to see the very start of that. Also, patient IDs, the people who want to get access to medical marijuana can file their applications also on June 30th.
What's the cultivation business going to look like in Arkansas? Only 5 centers. I mean, it's not going to lead to a sea change in terms of business and economic activity per se, but there is going to be some new avenues of commerce as a result of that.
Right. Of course, cultivation facilities is the growing of medical marijuana, but also you're going to have to bring in the testing facilities, also some consulting on the legal aspects of those. So you're going to have these cottage industries that kind of surround these cultivation facilities, depending on if the state chooses all 5 of them, and depending on where they're located. So that's one area where you're going to
big greenhouse facilities,
right.
A lot of energy usage in terms of electricity and maybe some solar.
Yeah, definitely. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how that plays out, what that will look like. I don't think you're going to get to see the huge facilities like you see in some of the states like California or Washington State, but Arkansas is well known for the pot industry in the past illegally.
All right. We won't go there. All right, so on the dispensary side, 32 potential dispensaries, those will probably be distributed in some sort of geographical fashion.
8 areas of the state.
So there's some outreach there. But that is like a cash business, too. I think that's the other interesting thing that people don't recognize, that the banking industry is not allowed.
Right, federally.
To set up that way. So we're talking about a lot of cash.
Right, yeah. In this cash-intensive industry, you're going to have some kind of mechanism to come in, because anytime you have a cash-intensive industry, there always seems to be some other areas, shady sides of commerce that comes in when you only have
the black market. You're talking about security. And
right.
crime.
Yeah. Right. So I think you're going to have some businesses that come in that provides an avenue where digital payment, biometric type of payment, where these dispensaries can take that cash and put it in another form where they can use it in other areas. So.
There's a distribution mechanism to this too. It's got to get from the cultivating centers to the dispensaries, and that's another whole new area of commerce for existing logistics and transportation folks.
I mean, I think it just depends on the creativity of the people who are going to enter this business. There are going to be avenues. There's a report out that I'll be doing a story on that shows that there's going to be tremendous growth over the first 5 or 6 years in Arkansas, up to by 2025, 67 million. The industry will grow to that point, and it could, depending on the federal laws, it could grow even larger.
Yeah. Also, too, Arkansas being one of the first states in the South to pass medical marijuana has kind of made it, I don't want to say gateway necessarily, but it has definitely kind of put it at the forefront of the border of the South. Do you think that we will see more marijuana and medical marijuana initiatives in other southern states as a result of this?
Yeah, I talked to an analyst at New Frontier, which is a data analytics company that solely focuses on the cannabis industry, and they said that Missouri, Texas, and Mississippi are looking at Arkansas and seeing how that plays out, because there's probably will be ballot issues in those particular states. Louisiana also has medical marijuana, but it's not doing so well. So Arkansas is going to be the kind of the state that people look at, because we were a conservative state that a lot of people, we had some polling early on that basically said maybe have the chance, but then we saw the election and was like, wow. So a lot of people are looking at Arkansas, as you said, as the gateway of entry into the medical marijuana industry.
Last question for you. What's the one thing we're not talking about in terms of medical marijuana that we should be or we will be talking about as this comes online?
Well, I think you're going to see the investment vehicles that come into. I'm working on a story about the different investment vehicles that will bring money into the state, and it's interesting. One of the areas that might have some problems is penny stocks. Penny stocks have traditionally even the SEC has put out information that penny stocks are kind of
A little on the questionable side.
questionable side in terms of, but they are really involved in the cannabis industry, and that could be troublesome for the state of Arkansas.
All right, interesting stuff. Wes Brown, you can catch his stuff every day, and particularly this series on medical marijuana coming out over the next week or so at talkbusiness.net. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
All right, that's our program for today. As always, we appreciate you tuning in. I'm Roby Brock. We'll see you next time.
Arkansas Electric Cooperative Corporation provides electric energy across 2/3 of Arkansas. This is an exciting time in our energy history, with incredible progress being made in renewable energy and storage technologies. As our energy portfolio continues to diversify, we'll maintain an all-the-above strategy to provide reliable and affordable electricity. Ever since the first light bulbs were placed in our members' homes, the electric cooperatives have been the solutions provider for our members, and we want to continue that well into the future.
Each day, the promise of our nation begins again. Arkansas and America, moving forward. I help make that promise a reality. It's not for everyone, but people everywhere depend on us. Trucking delivers, or everything stops. And that's what drives me.